Hello YouTube, welcome to my first ever cosplay makeup tutorial. I'm going to be very experimental in this one actually, but I just received a wig from Email Wigs or Email Wigs, and it's for Tomura Shigaraki, so I am extremely excited to try this out and use the wig because it's actually extremely high quality and not shiny at all, which I was terrified of. But it's not shiny, it's perfectly matte, and it's a really good alternative to very expensive wig companies in my honest opinion. So yeah, let's get this started. Step 1. If you are a cosplayer, you already know that the first step you ever do is throw on your wig cap. And also prime here if you are a primer person. I use lotion. Whoa, excuse me. I use lotion. So if that's up your alley, you throw that on. But you want to make sure you have a good base and your hair out of your face when you're going for it. So since I'm going to be doing a lot of FX makeup for this look, since he is kind of crusty, I'm going to put on a base of BB cream. And I'm also going to put some Vaseline under my eyes eventually. So yeah, this is the worst, but it's fine. But I like to use BB cream instead of like heavy concealers. Sorry, there's a cat outside. I like to use BB cream instead of heavy concealers because it keeps it like light while evening out your skin tone. So although I still have some blemishes, I think this is the best route to go, especially if you're doing someone as shaggy and greasy as Tomura. So the first FX thing I'm going to be working with is liquid latex. I'm using Maron liquid latex. This is not sponsored by them at all. I'm using it in light flesh because I don't feel like using clear and then going over with my skin tone, which you can do, totally up to you. But I'm using that in an old makeup remover wipe to apply it. You can use sponges if you're fancy, but I am a low maintenance person. So if you're low maintenance like me, you're all set. Alright, so the goal here is to get wrinkles under your eyes. So I'm going to pull my eyeball down. Oh, that stings. Yeah, and keep it pulled down as I put it on there, all nice and thin. And we're just going to stay like this so that when we put our face back, it will be nice and wrinkly. Yeah! Okay, so I don't know if you can see it. I have a couple wrinkles right there, so I'm going to work harder to make it more wrinkly this time. So I'm just going to repeat the exact process that we just did. You can feel free to do that if you want, but if you're happy with the small amount of wrinkles, then that's just fine with you. I look so goofy like this, but it's going to be worth it, lads. It's going to be worth it. And if this flops, it's fine. We do the rest of our detailing with eyebrow stuff, so... Okay, so what I got going on, it's only semi-dry, but what I'm going to do to make the skin even more destroyed looking is I'm going to grab it with this and just, I don't know if you guys can see what's happening, but I've got, it looks all flaky and chapped, so that's exactly what we're going for. I do have eye bags over here and stuff, but if you look at the difference, we've got this crusty mess versus this not so crusty mess, so... We're going to repeat that process with the other eye. And I've been holding it for like 30 seconds, so I don't know if yours will dry that fast, but mine has been drying that fast. My boyfriend was the one to actually teach me this trick, so that's pretty dope. That he is better than me at everything. I got it in my eyelashes a little bit, which can be a problem, but I'll be fine, I'm pretty sure. Wanna die. I hate waiting this out. So, as you can see, this side is a little better looking than this side, but I don't want them to be perfectly symmetrical anyway. So I'm probably just going to keep tugging on this side, which is something you can do to make it roll over. Like, if you can see, I'm like developing sort of like wrinkly little lumps on that side. But overall, we're looking like an old man, so that's good. So next I have, sorry I keep looking over this way instead of this way, I'm using my phone as a mirror. But I have some bone wax that I'm going to roll out and then apply in very small little noodles, I guess, underneath my eyes. So I'll show you guys what that looks like in a second after I get all the wax out. The problem I am having, which is why I'm doing most of this off screen, is that this is way stickier than I had ever imagined. So I'm still trying to smear it on though, so hopefully we can get that going, and then I will put concealer over it. So I'll show you guys if it succeeds. If you own modeling wax tools, I would recommend using them, because this is extremely hard to work with just your hands, because it does get very malleable and very easy to roll around. So I've got what I've considered a good enough amount of scars, because I'm going to do most of my work with shading anyway. So yeah, we've got this nasty stuff going on underneath our face. You can stretch it out and wiggle around if you want to add more wrinkles and that sort of thing. So would recommend playing with your face a little bit. Alright, so what I did is I just put some concealer over here. Sorry for not showing, I can't do fast motion on my phone. So I just took the BB cream and went right over it, and obviously you can still see some of it, but that's not going to be a problem because we're going to fix that later. I'm going to go back to my latex here, and I'm going to smile, and I'm going to apply it right above my mouth. So I have to go look in the mirror for that, but I'll show you guys what it looks like applied so you can see exactly where to apply it. So I can't stop smiling or else I'm going to ruin the finished product. But this is what I got going on. I'm smiling. I put it right up here, not too much on my actual list because those are already fucking chapped. But yeah, over here I have put it. And we are going to keep smiling. We're going to do that if you feel like it. I don't know what you guys get up to, but this is what I'm doing. Waiting for it to dry so that it'll wrinkle out when I close my mouth, and it'll be super epic. Alright guys, mission accomplished. We have the disgusting chapped lips. We are... Oh, that's so disgusting. Okay, so we have our chapped lips. I'm probably going to cover my lips with concealer because that'll make them look even more chapped and ugly. So let's do that really quick. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over with the concealer one more time. And again, I should probably use like actual concealer later on, and I might if I don't think that this is enough. But alright. So we got this disgusting stuff going on, and that is going to be the base. That is going to be the base for our disgusting handyman. Good stuff. Alright, so here I am going to be using ELF dark brown eyebrow stuff on my face. So it'll work really well, I'm thinking, because I've used it on my eyebrows so many times that I feel like blending it should be a pretty easy job, despite the fact that frickin' liquid latex be out here curling and stuff. And then, so yeah, I'm gonna do a really basic lining, and then I'm gonna go over with a dry brush and just blend that out. We'll try to bend this down and then go over that again. Because most of my makeup is just me guessing my way along and seeing if the final outcome is good or garbage. So, okay. So this is it unblended, and then I'm going to come back and see if the blending worked out. Okay, so we are still largely unblended, but I did a little bit of work, as you can see, going on over here. And I don't know what to do about this, if I should move it over here, because about camera mirroring, I don't know if I should just go with the mirrored version, but we'll figure that out eventually. But the most important part is that it looks like shit right now, right? Like, that's the general consensus, is it doesn't look very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over with concealer this time, not BB cream, and we're going to cover some of it up. So we're back, we're looking slightly better, but we still look a little cartoony. So I'm going to do some blending with this palette. It's the Nude Tude one by The Balm. I got it a really long time ago, but I really liked it. And it's just got shades of brown, so we're going to just go in and try and like blend some of this with shades of brown going darker right here and lighter right here. So yeah, looks messy, but we'll be working on it. So we're looking disgusting. That is obviously my goal, is to look creepy and gross. So there's a lot of musty shading going on. I'm probably going to go over with some matte powder to make sure that I get this shine out. So I'll see you guys right after I do that. Okay, so now that we've got all this dark going on down here, I'm going to go back in with my concealer. Again, this is a lot of layering. I'm going to go back in with my concealer, and I'm going to ensure that everything looks a little more normal, and it will be fixed. Awesome. Okay, so as you can see, I used a little bit of a lighter foundation when going back over versus the yellowish one I used before. This is to create discoloration, and I'm probably going to create more wrinkles in here with a bobby pin. So I'll show you guys how I do that. So I'm just gonna try to dig right into the skin, and it's going a little hard because I have so much concealer on there, but that's a problem for future me, not now me. So yeah, I'm just trying to look as unhealthy as possible is generally what I'm going for. And so you can see where the bone wax was. But we'll try over here, doing the same exact thing. So we got our disgusting, decaying face is what we look like, which is what I was going for with the makeup. If you were going for more of a completely canon look, I am sorry, I am not here to do that. I'm here to gross everyone out. I'm gonna make the lighting a little darker so you guys can see how disgusting I actually am. I got these jacked up lips. I've got the decaying face over here, and I'm kind of really liking how that looks. Once I pop my red contacts in and do my eyebrows, we are going to be looking supremely creepy. I'm probably going to work on blending this out a little more so it's less obviously eyeshadow and looks a little more like natural shadowing. But other than that, like, you're pretty much all set for theatrical makeup for this entire ordeal. Oh, it's so gross. Okay, so last but not least we have eyebrows, and I'm going to be using my Minnie Mouse palette because it has a dark blue shade in there, but you can use any dark blue shade you want, or light blue for that matter. I just like to use dark because I like to create a contrast with the lighter wig that I have here set aside. So we're just going to go ahead and fill our brows in. You can also use, like, you can glue your brows first, do anything you want. But I'll be back as soon as I'm done. So I've got my eyebrows done. I'm going to still focus in, while I'm in the daylight here, on filling in a few of the empty gaps. But other than that, I'd say we're looking pretty fresh, pretty good, pretty awesome. I'm going to throw in my red contacts. That's something that you should do absolutely first, so I would recommend watching this tutorial all the way through before you start it, because you might not like the end product, you might not like, you might have skipped steps like me, and forgotten to put your contacts in, so we'll do that. So, to complete my vision of what perfect makeup would be for him, I'm going to take my gel liner. It's by, I don't even know, it just says Physicians Formula. It's by Physicians Formula, I guess. And it's like roll-on gel liner that I'm going to put on my waterline. So, yeah, that's what, it can add a lot of contrast. that you didn't have before. So you're just going to want to do that and repeat for both sides. And also, you can use your finger to dry off your waterline if you need to get a little more traction, which is something that I was just struggling with there. So yeah, I would do your waterline and then your other one, and I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so I'm back, and I'm just going to put on some mascara of my choice because yaga and yeet. What I did while I was over there, I'm going to walk you through the steps here. I put some baby powder over it to seal it because nobody likes some sticky paste. You can use transparent powder too, but I liked how it made me look pale again. And what I did for over here is I literally just rolled down the latex from where it was to form these ugly little scaly things we got going over here. So by the end, your product should look something like this. Ugly, that's for damn sure. But yeah, that's my tutorial on how I do Tomura's makeup. I'm probably going to add a little bit more blood over here. I haven't added any yet, but it's been on my mind. And redo that, I guess, because I did not intend for that much to come off just now. Yeah, so I have to redo my latex now. Give it a second. Here we go again. I mean, I guess I could stretch it out more than just that way. Alright, I'm trying to... This is disgusting. So, now that that's dry, I'm back and I'm going over my lips again with this little thing, and I'm just going to repeat the steps that I already did to get them blend in there without rolling off my latex. So I can't believe I did that on camera too. That's tea. Okay, and then finally I'm going to add the slits, and since I'm going to be using my front camera to take pictures in my front camera on this tutorial, I'm going to mirror them. So normally you would put it on this side, and I'm going to put it on this side. Hold on, let me look up a reference picture, because I just saw the reference and then I forgot which. Okay, so head on, he's got it right here. So I'm going to put it right there. And I'm also going to accompany it with some blood, and then we also have a little eye slit over here. So, alright, you can do with that what you may. I'm not going to blend this one too terribly like I did my other ones because it's darker than the rest of them. But I'm definitely not going to leave it just a line hanging out there. I wish there was more I could do with the latex here, and there probably is, but I like to keep my tutorials like very beginner level, because, you know, and also Tomura is gross, and I don't feel like putting that much effort into his makeup. Great. Now it is time to add the wig of despair. Just kidding. I love this wig more than I love myself. It has matte fibers, which is one of the most picky things, well, not picky things, but one of the things I am most picky about is shiny wigs. I hate shiny wigs, and this one is not shiny. It's got like the perfect amount of sheen for me, so I'm like, living it up. And I'm gonna leave some of this in my face and tuck some behind my ears. And yeah, see, like, I love this wig more than I love myself. And this is the wig that I got from Limail Wigs. They sent it to me full transparency, which I'm very, very thankful for. But I'm going to be as honest as possible in reviewing it for you guys. And I seriously, when I say I give it a 9 or 10 out of 10, I mean it. Because it came with these little layers, which you would normally have to cut into an Amazon wig. And I can just twist them to make greasy little spikes out of his hair. And it came almost exactly styled as how the picture was. So I'm excited to be able to just roll these right up, and the styleability is great. The fibers are great as well. Not shiny. And yeah, I'm just living it the fuck up because this wig is really really everything I look for in a cosplay wig, and I'm finally happy to find a place where I don't have to spend $50 on a wig if I want one. Their cosplay is extremely affordable, and their motto is everyone can cosplay, and I guess they really do make that available to people, or like give people that access that they need. So I'm gonna play around with this a little more, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm still playing around with this wig because I really like it, but this is, here, I'm gonna turn the brightness down just a little bit so you can see what I look like in real life, because the natural lighting makes me look a little shinier. And yeah, we're just cold chilling with this awesome wig. I like it a lot. It gets the job done, that's for sure. I don't look as creepy as I want to, I don't think, but it's definitely not because of the wig. I would give the wig a 10 out of 10, and I did an unboxing, so if you want to see that, just let me know. But yeah, I'm here. And it turns out that his mark is over on this side. I just got really confused with the picture I was looking at, so I'm going to take my pictures with my back camera. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my cosplay.